Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to another live here at my YouTube channel. Before we get going on the live, I wanted to let you guys know that in my last video where I used these really cute stamp images from Colorado Craft Company, that they have free shipping through tonight. And also some kind of opportunities to win some giveaways. So if you want to know more about the giveaways, go to my last video. But I also have a link down below that will take you directly to the bundle for all three of the stamp sets with the dies. Just wanted to let you guys know right at the top of my live today that free shipping is through tonight. So just wanted to let you guys know. Covered that bit of housekeeping. So cute. Love those little cards. I'm going to set them aside and we're going to get into today's kind of crafting. So I'm going to be using this stamp set from Simon Says Stamps' latest card kit. I believe it's the August 2024 card kit. This is called Graceful Flowers, and I've already done a little bit of pre-stamping so we can get going here. I'm going to be watercoloring the flowers today. So I've already stamped them. I've got it right here. I've stamped and heat embossed and gilded embossing powder from Burtis Monroe. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this taped down to my board here. For the colors for today's project, I thought I would pick out something from the color cube. The thing that's nice about the color catalog PDF is that there's some keywords. So if I go to the top of the PDF, go back. Okay, so I go by keywords. Then it has all the keywords that I can pick from. So I think, let's see. I guess I could just do flowers or summer. How about summer? Yeah. Summer ones are right here, but these spring ones up here are really nice too. I'm going back to like the bright spring colors. Like if there's anything that really catches my eye. That one's really pretty. I like that. 084. Those are really pretty. I think that's going to look really pretty with these. All right, I'm going to put my little Post-it. I mean, they're by color. Easy enough to put it back, but just to make it even easier on myself later to put it back in the right spot. Okay, so now I've got to pick out my Karin marker colors that are similar. All right, so here are my swatches for my Karin markers. And so, ooh, that one's really similar. 358. That is red lilac. Well, I found that one. That one's really close. That one is burgundy. I guess the closest is this one. All right, that one is lilac. Need kind of a golden yellow, but it's a little bit on the greenish side. So I would say this one right here, 269. That one is sulfur yellow. And then this nice green. Ooh, I'm trying to decide between these two. You know what? I got enough green here. I probably could do both. So those colors are olive green. That one's olive, and this one is olive black. So here are all of my colors. I kind of wish the caps were the full color like the original Brush Marker Pros are. It's a little easier to see, but okay, so it looks really different from here, but the swatches show the colors really well. Like this pink, I'm almost thinking I want to switch it to this other pink instead because it is more bright. I think I do. I'm going to switch it to that one. So those are our colors. Try to get some droplets in some different areas. Let that sit for just a moment. Then I'm gonna put my paper towel over the top and it'll eat away at some of that color. Or a lot of it, I don't know. Oh, okay. Look how much color it pulled up. I think it almost gives it like a bokeh look. You know, like I want to add even more. Let's dry this and then I'll do another layer. I don't want it to get too wet. Okay. Get a little, come on, droplets. Let's go here. Ah, there we go. Wow, look how much that picked up. Okay. Have my Christmas Yuli watercolors right here. Gonna do, I think we're gonna go into gold, just Christmas gold. Just put a couple drops of water in there. I'm going to put a Post-it note kind of over the area where I'm going to have my grading, because I don't want any like gold splatter right there. So I'm just gonna cover that up. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, here we go. Let's hope we don't get too many weird paint splatters. That looks great. And I'm glad I put that paper there because it did catch a few little paint splatters. There were some pretty thick splatters of paint. I'm going to do the sending love and hugs. I also think the thinking of you or wishing you the best would work, but I think sending love and hugs is great. Use a little bit of an anti-static powder tool. Probably won't need it because watercolor paper is very dry. Generally, you don't need it very much on watercolor paper. Using Versamark ink. Make sure that's in that corner tight. And I'm going to stamp this twice, since it is textured watercolor paper. Using the same gold embossing powder I used before. Lovely. It's a very, very dainty grading. I almost want to paint a little bit more color for the background, but I will refrain. Maybe that on a 5x7. Huh. Okay, yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll do this. So it's just going to be a little smaller than a 5x7 of like computer paper, just to kind of like cover that up. Oh, look at that. All that ink came through. I'm glad I did a little piece of scrap paper in there. Okay, so there we go. I like to do, like when I adhere my watercolor backgrounds to a card, more often than not, I will use foam tape, because if there's any warping of the paper, I think the foam kind of gives it a little bit more structure so that it doesn't pull away from the card base. Okay, double checking the folds on the right side. So here, let's tip this in light so you can see that gold splatter. It's really pretty up close. Those colors are so vibrant. It is so vibrant in person. It doesn't even come across on camera. So here is the finished card for tonight. The gold embossing looks really good against all that colorful paint. I like the paint splatter. That turned out really well. The stamp set is linked down below. There are coordinating dies that go with the stamp set that are available right now as well. You've got this really, really large image, but you also have like an individual stem with leaves as well as the flowers that go on top of it. So you can have like an individual flower and stem for your card. So that is the card for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back with some more card videos very soon. Thanks for joining me.